Let me say something that might shock you. The Bible never gives an age limit for marriage. Not once. Not a verse, not a command. Yet somehow many believers speak with certainty about something God never legislated. So the question isn't, is an age gap marriage biblical? The real question is, why are we adding rules God never wrote? Stay with me, because this message may free you from guilt, fear, and man-made judgment. This matters more than you think, because many godly people are questioning their calling, their relationships, and even their obedience to God, not because of Scripture, but because of opinions dressed up as holiness. Today we're going to open the Bible and talk about what it doesn't say about age gap marriage, and the truth may surprise you. 1. The Bible is silent on age on purpose. Let's start with facts. There is no verse that says a man must be close in age to his wife. A woman cannot marry older or younger. A certain age gap is sinful or unwise. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in his time." Notice what it doesn't say. It doesn't say everything is beautiful when it fits cultural comfort. The Bible speaks clearly when something is sin, and it is silent when God allows freedom. Romans 14:4 says, "Who are you to judge another man's servant? To his own master he stands or falls. If God did not forbid it, we should be careful not to condemn it." 2. Biblical marriages often had age gaps. Let's talk Bible history, not modern assumptions. In Scripture, men often married later in life, women often married younger. Age gaps were normal, not scandalous. We're not told exact ages most times, and that silence is intentional. Why? Because God focuses on covenant character calling, not numbers. Genesis 2:24 says, "A man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh." No age mentioned, no condition added. The emphasis is unity, not arithmetic. 3. Maturity is biblical, age is not. Here's where many people get it wrong. They confuse age with maturity. The Bible never says, marry someone your age, but it repeatedly emphasizes wisdom, responsibility, spiritual alignment. 1 Corinthians 13:11 says, "When I was a child, I spoke as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things." Maturity is spiritual and emotional, not chronological. A 25-year-old can be more mature than a 45-year-old. A 40-year-old can be more childish than a 30-year-old. The Bible judges fruit, not birth dates. 4. What God actually cares about in marriage. If age isn't the focus, what is? Let Scripture answer. Amos 3:3 says, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?" God cares about shared faith, shared direction, shared values. 2 Corinthians 6:14 says, "Do not be unequally yoked together with unbelievers." Notice again, it says nothing about age. It says alignment. Marriage is a yoke. If both can pull in the same spiritual direction, the numbers are irrelevant. 5. Culture versus Scripture. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Many objections to age gap marriages are cultural, not biblical. Culture says it looks strange. People will talk. It feels uncomfortable. But Scripture says, Galatians 1:10, "If I were still trying to please men, I would not be a servant of Christ." Faith has never been about comfort. It has always been about obedience. What people criticize today, God may be orchestrating for purpose. 6. Wisdom still matters. This is important. Now listen carefully. Just because the Bible doesn't forbid something doesn't mean every situation is wise. Proverbs 4:7 says, "Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom." Age gap marriage requires honest conversation, emotional health, shared long-term vision, clear expectations. This is not about defending recklessness. It's about rejecting condemnation where God gives liberty. Here's the correction many need to hear. God is not as concerned about age gaps as he is about heart gaps. You can be the same age and miles apart spiritually. You can have an age difference and walk perfectly aligned in purpose. Man looks at appearance, God looks at the heart. 1 Samuel 16:7 says, "Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." Stop letting people measure your obedience by standards God never set. Ask yourself these questions, not the crowd. 1. Are we both submitted to God? 2. Is there spiritual unity? 3. Is there emotional and mental maturity? 4. Is this relationship producing peace, not confusion? 5. Have we sought godly counsel, not gossip? James 1:5 says, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God. God is not silent to those who seek him." Let me ask you directly, are you living by scripture or by social pressure? If this message challenged a belief you've held, comment scripture over opinion. Like this video. Subscribe for more Bible-based truth that cuts through tradition.